Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. Play action. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On play action, Allen steps away. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, Buffalo. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this down to the 10. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox from 3 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. McClendon got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McClendon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 50 yards. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. McClendon. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. McClendon. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the... Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down and a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw. McClendon. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Off the play fake. McClendon. Thomas has got it. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McClendon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. McClendon. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Out to his left. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen's throw is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
19 Tiger.
Off play action. McClendon. He finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take down from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his team.
He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, Allen. On the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk.
Coachman at REA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
To throw on second down. McClendon. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On play action, Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Run for Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the draw, Robinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd and 2, McClendon. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 68 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills just continue to roll. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 45, Commanders 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. McClendon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, McClendon. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 87 yards. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McManus's point after is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run up first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Now, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10. McClendon. Thomas brings it in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal at the 5-yard
back to throw. McClendon looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
11 more yards. That's another Bill.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for two. They're going to try and run. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McClendon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McClendon. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Pollard. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. situation, I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. This one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on second down. McClendon looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, McClendon, and that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So Allen's going to look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen now on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth. Well, Butler, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away. Yeah,
that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the...
And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game